Real true education, not fake news. 5th of February 2021, you're welcome back. It's a funny number, but there's a reason for it. It's called YouTube and banned. For the last 3 weeks I'm banned off YouTube, and I'm trying to work around it. A lot of people say, what right have to do that? A lot of people say it's not right. I just have to deal with the situation as it is. We don't live in a perfect world. But the two things that annoy them most is speaking about the American presidential election. They don't want me doing that. They sent me word that they had objected to it, and there's no real way of knowing what part of it. You could make a video and it might be one sentence. There's no way of knowing that. And the other thing is on COVID-19, my comments on COVID-19, one of the biggest crises of my lifetime, and they think that I'm not going to discuss it. Now, having said that, I can't discuss it anymore, so I'm finished discussing COVID-19 and the American presidential election on YouTube, because they're simply going to ban me and I'll be put off it altogether. And there's a lot of stuff I'd like to continue with, good stuff that isn't necessarily controversial and is very useful, and it gives my website credibility too on that. But there's the two things that annoy them. Now, my actions to try and get around this, I believe in this world, when you come up against an obstacle, you find ways to either get around it, take away the obstacle, or climb over it, or climb under it. And that's my way of looking at it. For now, we keep putting up some videos, and I had one there which is a song, the Scratching song, and that was meant to be a bit of a satire about people being allowed to go in and buy lotto tickets when you can't go in and buy a pair of pants. That was all that was about. It was a bit of fun anyway, really. But the thing about it is that I now have to find a different platform, and there are a few, and it's not an easy process. YouTube was very handy, it was very well established, and there's a lot of good stuff on it, and will always be a lot of good entertaining stuff, like stuff about antiques and ancient history and science. It's really good, but there's no reason why other platforms can't eventually catch up. Now, I'm banned from Twitter, you know that, for some Tracy O'Mahony got me banned for criticising Greta Thunberg. And that's it. They can just finish with Twitter. I'm not going on there anymore. I won't be on anymore. And I'm signed up for Gab, and it's a slow process. There doesn't seem to be much action on it so far. But I believe Twitter lost a lot of people. They lost millions of people, and that the computer for Gab collapsed with all the people trying to sign on to it. But that'll all take time. Now, regarding YouTube, I need a new platform, and one of them is BitChute. And I believe it takes 5 hours to upload a video. I went on to Rumble. They had a free website. It's supposed to be good for conservatives and those who have a different view of the world. But it's no good. The video of me on it is all speeded up and slowed down, and it's a mess. It doesn't work well. Now, there is Vimeo Basic, and I don't know how it is. But one of the things that a problem I have is that some of the better platforms, instead of having advertisements, and YouTube is all ads. It's a sickening, monetizing the whole thing. They're sickening, putting on ads about our stupid things, hair lacquer and all this sort of nonsense. They charge the likes of me to put on my videos €6, and sometimes €10 a month. Now, that's not too bad. I'm well prepared to pay 6 and even 10 to have a good platform that people can view my videos. The problem is, I have one debit card, just a debit card out of the bank, and I was stung about 5 years ago. I went in to pay for fuel in the garage, and it wouldn't give me any money, and I had €1,800 in it, and I discovered it was after being almost taken out. So that was on a Friday night, I think, or a Saturday night, and I managed to get onto the bank anyway, and they put a block on it and all that, but the money was gone, and eventually it was put back in, and it appears, from what I understand, is that eBay, I bought reamers, little engineering things, of eBay, and somebody in eBay managed to dig into my account somewhere and take out €1,800. Now, it was put back in, but what I did not like about it was that they never told me what happened. Like if your car is broken into and your handbag taken or your coat or something or a camera, the guards will tell you, the police in England or PSNI, they'll tell you, oh, we're looking out for that. Oh yeah, we found it down in Limerick and it was found in a house that was being searched and we'll be looking about that. There may be a prosecution. They'll tell you what happened. At least you'll know what happened. I heard nothing. It was completely mushroom treatment. Feed you plenty of you know what and keep you in the dark. I still don't know who took me 1800. I still don't know who paid it back. So that's not agreeable to me. The other thing is that I signed up a monthly subscription to a book to do with engineering, and it had a website as well, and it said clearly that it wouldn't renew it without my consent. But I discovered after 4 months it was taken, I think it was $12.99 every month without my consent. And I didn't get a very good reception in the banks. The view of the banks appears to be that if your card is money being taken out without your consent, they won't do much about it. Now I think they have a new office now with that, but the more or less told me get on to the people doing it. In other words, you get on to the people that's ripping you off to try and get them to stop it. In the case of the signing up for the magazine and the videos thing, I sent them an email and they didn't pay any heed to it. They kept taking the money, but my card was lost. I lost it on the farm, and then when I got a new card they couldn't take it out, and they were writing to me to get me to sign up again. So that's fairly extreme when you have to lose your card. It's one way of dealing with it if they won't stop, is get a new card, and then the same card won't work on the old thing. Now don't forget, if you sign up a direct debit as part of a contract, in other words, you enter into a contract to take a loan for a car on the grounds that you pay a direct debit, the bank will not stop that direct debit because it's part of a contract. You've signed that. So you need to be very careful about signing for direct debits. Very careful. I don't do it. I won't do it for them. I will do without a service before I will do it. And when you push them on it, they'll let you pay by bill or whatever else. So that's all right. It's something to watch for. Just to explain that again, if you sign up a contract for, we'd say, your electricity bill, and you agree to pay by direct debit, and they send you out documentation, and you agree to pay by direct debit, the bank can't remove that direct debit. The only way is to stop using your bank account, and there's so few banks now that that's not so easy. So just watch out for that. Now, what I had was PayPal, and I had a name on PayPal, and I forgot it. I'll not tell you what it is, but it was me. It was my name, but it was in a different format and a whole lot of other little things in it. And I forgot it completely, and I couldn't get into PayPal for 3 years. And last week I got an email from PayPal about some new process, some minor thing they're doing, something to do with confidentiality or something. And here wasn't my name on the email of the account. And I immediately got the account activated, and I got it a new password, and I now can put in money and pay by PayPal. So hopefully I'll be able now to get into some of these platforms and pay them. You can get prepay cards as well. There's a few of them there. I'm not going to them now. An Post has a prepay card, but it's really for holidays. They told me it's not really suitable for buying stuff online. So there is a few there. I'm not going to them now. We might look at them again. So hopefully now with PayPal I'll be able to go back to buying stuff online, put in €100 in it or €50, and then they can only take that. Very, very important, I think, because people will tell you, a lot of people don't seem to have this problem, but it happened to me anyway. I still don't know after 4 years, 3 or 4 years, who took my 1800. I don't know who took it. I got it back. I never got back the unauthorized subscriptions to the thing I signed up to. And I told the bankers know about it, or they'll look after it. I wish you luck. I don't think they will. That's my view. The Gardaí are gone by the stage of investigating small crime, which is very wrong, I think, but they'll say they're too busy. I don't think you need to be going near the guards with anything small at the minute. Maybe they'll correct that, but that's apparently the way it is. So you have to protect yourself. So folks, I'll be getting a new platform of some kind, and I'll let you know. I'll be putting it underneath on my videos, and hopefully I will still leave me here on this. The best way is stay on YouTube for certain things that are not too controversial, not politically minded. There was a man beside me one time we were having a chat about what you should speak about in the pub, and some fella said there's 2 things you never speak about in the pub, and the other man says you're wrong, and He said, I was there, and how can we treat? No, there's two things. Everyone knows what it is. And no, he says there's three things. So we were dying to hear it anyway. And of course, he came out with the first one in the public house. You shouldn't talk about politics. You know the way the publicans don't want to talk about politics because it go back to who shot their father in 1922 or whatever it was. But politics is one thing that shouldn't be spoken in the pub, and the second thing is religion. I think everyone knows that the world over. You don't speak of politics and religion. But what's the third one? He says there's three things: politics, religion, and red diesel. Now it's green diesel at the minute. That's rebated fuel for those in America. There is such a thing in America too. Off-road vehicles, tractors and all that. So you're talking about green diesel, of course. If you're using a lorry or a car on the road and you put green diesel, it's illegal. So he says you never talk about politics, religion, or red diesel. It was that one. It's now green. So that's the story. So folks, we'll let you back. We'll let you go. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The lighting here is just not too good. I didn't bring up my glasses, but I just want to update you that situation. It's very, very sad that big, huge platforms will do this. And I mean, Twitter banned the President of the United States, and if they can ban the President of the United States, what would they do to you or me or any small person? So all I can do is bring it to your attention, and we'll fight it, and we'll try and get over it, and hopefully we will eventually find platforms that will let us air what we believe. I didn't breach any copyright, I didn't use bad language, and I didn't take anybody's good name. You can take the good name of a politician. There is no problem with being critical or saying things about the President of France, America, England, or anywhere else, the PM there. It's called hyperbole. It's public interest. It's only ordinary people that get hurt by this, so that's the law. But that's another day's work. It seems that some young girl in New York read my takeover on the recent presidential election in America and banned me and gave me strikes and warned me. And when I go up to, they took away my video, and when I go to upload another one, might be just on cattle, they will not allow me to upload. It's a penalty system, a discipline system, and I do not subject or accept, nor will I lie under the tyranny of any tech company or anything else. We get around them, we leave them sitting, wondering what happened. It's bad business. It shouldn't be happening. And even there should be laws perhaps about big companies that rule the whole market. I think there you should have a proper appeal system. That will probably come. But for now anyway, we have to get around it, and we will. And I'll let you go with that. Keep watching here and keep watching underneath where I say, or we do something about what eventual platform I have. There's no point in telling you I'm on Rumble if Rumble is not good quality. It has to be good quality. It has to do the job, and hopefully it'll be even better than YouTube because there'll be no advertisements. I'll pay me €6 or €10 a month, and that'll do as good. That's the idea. So folks, we'll let you go with that. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, excuse me. And the lighting's bad, just apologise for that. Everything's a bit rushed here because it's very late at night. So we'll let you go and see you back for something. Thank you very much.